The energy of entrepreneurship is the energy of motion. The entrepreneur sees a vision, something that doesn't exist, and is creating something out of nothing. And they drive towards it. But the energy of forward motion has an effect. The energy of people is similar to the energy of physics. If you're moving through a body of water or air, you create drag. You create turbulence. And in entrepreneurship, as your business grows, the vacuum that you create draws in people and systems and processes. Sometimes the people are the right people and you get lucky. Sometimes they're the wet cats that showed up on the doorstep, or the folks that know you for a long time that want to help out. And as you grow, you start to need more and more, and you need better and better. But what happens when all these people glom on, where they're not right and they hit that wall? This is the most horrible point for the entrepreneur. You can see it, and you're dragging this thing behind you, right? And the entrepreneur's pushing and pushing and dragging. But the energy of forward motion, the energy of pushing, is the energy of will. You can't solve a problem with the mind that created it, and the energy of transformation is not the same energy as the energy of forward motion. Transformation is a new kind of creation. It's a kind of creation that has to start with nothingness again. When you hit this wall, that's the time to pause on the threshold. When you pause on the threshold, you face the void, the emptiness, the not knowing. Now, so many creation stories start with the concept of void. And from darkness, from nothingness, comes separation, clarity, darkness and light, right? The land and the sea. If you can pause on the threshold, you can start to gain that initial clarity. Who's right and who's wrong? What fits and what doesn't? Forget about how you're going to get there. You got to understand where you are. Now, there are many concepts of how this works. Most of us have seen the yin-yang diagram. Some think of it as opposing forces in harmony or differences in balance. Sometimes I think of it as what you need in an organization to make it work. The creativity, the possibility, the execution, the structure. Both together, complementary, each held together by the element of the other, driving forward. But it's a different kind of forward. The secret of this diagram is that the diagram is in motion. And that motion is the energy of change and transformation. Now what happens to the wrong people? The folks who are hanging on who don't want to change. Right? The motion of the wheel literally throws them out of the organization. Okay? Now you can go back and try to convince them, and how do we make this person work, and jump up and down, but you start to look like the crazy person in the corner. Because the motion is happening. And as you let them get jettisoned off, you create the space for new people to get attracted in. And as those new people are attracted in, your organization can grow and can develop. And with that transformative energy, the right people come, and the right ideas come. And the intersection between the different skills blends and fits. Now here's the scariest part for the entrepreneur. The energy of creation is not the same as the energy of stewardship. What it takes to build it may not be what it needs to run it. And you yourself may get jettisoned out of your own organization. Some entrepreneurs fight this and hang on. We've all seen examples of businesses failing. Some let it happen. When you let it happen, you get to go do it again. Maybe that means creating a new product or a new division. Maybe that means you create a brand new possibility. There are people you may want to take with you, or you may want to attract new ones differently. But the magic of this As you go and do it, again and again the circle moves. And you take people who didn't have the possibilities that you've created, and you help them grow and develop and succeed. And that lets you look back and see a legacy of high-performing organizations and great people whose lives you've changed by the process of your creative energy. And there's nothing in the world better than that.